Hey, my crypto fans. So in today's awesome update video, we're going to go over Big Eyes. Now, this is a refresher video because as you know, or if you're new to this, Big Eyes has nearly completed its stage 7 of its pre-sale and is nearing the $13 million mark. Now, for those of you that have invested, or even if you're new, this is a must-watch video because we're going to give you a refresher of everything Big Eyes is, but I'm also going to tell you at the end what I think this token is going to do and what these tokens like this have done historically in the past. Now, this is not financial advice. This is just me giving you the facts and stats about the token and predicting what this may do, judging on tokens like this in historical events. So if you want to know all that cool stuff and more, stay tuned and let's go. Boom! So before I start this awesome update, for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm Christian and this is Crypto OG, where I give you all the news, reviews and overviews in the crypto, DeFi and NFT space. And for those of you that are feeling super generous, please hit that like button, smash that subscribe bar and tickle that bell notification because it does help me and it helps the channel. And lastly, with the boring bit that I have to say, this is not financial advice. Anything you see, hear or choose to ignore is for your entertainment purposes only. And it's just me being nice. So with all that waffle out of the way, let's jump straight into the update you've been waiting for. So as you can see behind me here, they've raised 11.19 million, which is a staggering amount for a main token that's just in stage 7 of a pre-sale. So 11.19 million raised so far. It is a meme token in its own rights because it's certified cute and everything around it is just comedy or camarado. So for me, for anyone that's seen this, are invested in this in the hope that they're going to make a bit of money straight off the bat. Now here you've got the 80% of the 200 billion tokens available at launch, including 5% charity wallet. Now this is a staggering amount. For me, I just cannot get over how big this will be and how much money it's raised. So for me, it is important that you do keep an eye on this and you need to get into this token straight off launch, especially if you've gone in the pre-sale. Here it says the Cat Command roadmap. Now the roadmap here says audit of a token, pre-sale website live, PR machine live, social channels, 15,000 Telegram members. Well, let me just start flicking backwards and forwards. As we can see from the Telegram members, they've got the members, but they're not all active. There's 1,122 online. That is still a fair good amount if you ask me, and it has got traction. But for me, a lot of this has been hyped. You do your own opinion, but for me, the Telegram that they're saying that is part of their roadmap has been inflated. So if they were truly genuine trying to organic this, they wouldn't need to inflate it. But again, like I say, it still does have a lot of good traction. So let's not take everything away from it. Going on for more, we've got the Leap, which is the stage 2. Launch on Uniswap, 25,000 Telegram members, first donation to charity, influencer campaign. This is all of the stuff that looks to be doing straight off the bat. Now, this is where things get a little bit tricky. Whether all of this gets off, I'm not sure. I definitely think the influencer campaign will get there. And you've got the snippets release of the NFT. But for me, this token may see most of its action in the first 1, 2, or if not 3 days of launching its token because of the amount of volume it's got. So going on, it's got the run, and this is just pie in the sky figures and numbers in my opinion. But you can go over to the website and have a look at it. This to me saying the NFTs evolved, add more swaps, bridge more chains, 5% tokens charity. To me, there's not actually that much tokenomics or fundamentals there. So jumping quickly into the white paper, here you can see I've gone on to page 4. If you just I can quickly go to 1, 2 and 3, but it doesn't really tell you anything. It's only at page 4, and it does tell you about the teams, and the team is a little bit in hiding on page 5. It says AKA Pawzilla, aka Catnipper, aka Hyper. Do you know what I mean? It's just literally camarado. There's no real substance around the team. So you know automatically that for me would be a red flag in this project. And here it's saying about the tax-free shopping, charity, NFTs, marketing and community vibes. Again, that's a whole page of a white paper basically telling you the same thing that it tells you on the website. Another whole page of a white paper is just telling you a couple of sentences about a team. To me, this is just lazy, rushed, and doesn't really tell you a lot about the project. And it only really gets to a bit of information when you start getting down the lower levels, where it's telling you about crypto's not regulated. This is just a copy and paste of the risks. So the most information it tells you on the white paper is just telling you about the risks in the projects, which to me is just covering the arse. You've got page 14 to page 18 is just a disclaimer, where if you go page 13, again, just tells you the roadmap. Page 12, more of the roadmap. Page 11, the eco. So for me, the actual white paper is not that informative. So people investing in this token must be relying on it getting big from launch. Now, jumping into their socials, you can see here that they've got quite a big following, but this doesn't match, obviously, as none of the Twitter socials ever do, in the engagement that they're getting. But don't get me wrong, they have marketed this really well, else they wouldn't have sold out over $11 million worth of this token. So for me, it doesn't seem like their Twitter is taking off as much as they said in their tokenomics. We went to the Telegram. We said this is a little bit a camarado with nearly over 27,000 members, but we've got less than 1,122 online. Again, we'll go to the Discord. This is meant to be a super hype thing, but again, we've only got 251 members online and 1,170 members in total, which for a project to this side and this investment, I'd like to see more. This not actually fulfilling a lot of what it says it would, because for me, there's not a lot in there. So, I mean, I know you've got the hardcore fans, and I know a lot of people are going to be die-hard about this token, but let me tell you what tokens like this have historically done in the past. Now, these tokens have massive hype. They spend so much money on marketing, they throw loads of money into it, and they've either had investors or they've had people backing it, and they want that money back. And the only way they're going to get that money back is hyping the launch and then dumping straight on the launch day one. But does that mean you can't make money on big eyes? No. Obviously, as we know about these tokens in the past, they pump and dump on launch. So for me, this is going to get massive traction, and it might even be day one. We sometimes see it on day 2 and 3, where this token still keeps rising to keep that euphoria in, to keep the new money, the new wave coming in, and then we start seeing a decline. In my opinion, if you hit anything over 50-60%, start taking some chips off the table, because you've done better than most people have done in the bear market. So if you've done that, give yourself a high five, give yourself a pat on the back. But as always, trade safe, trade smart, and don't get wrecked.